start winding up what has been a roller coaster session. But for the bulls, I mean, they're ending the session at the top of the roller coaster, not at the base of it. So that's the good news. 200 points up on the Nifty, an index which was struggling for the better part of the day, around 22,130, 140 thereabouts. But then came the roaring rally starting about 245, and then everything really changed. So, let's talk about the constituents of the rally. In pole position is actually Mahindra and Mahindra after the numbers came through, market liking the response, and especially the new bookings they're making on some of their newer launches. Tata Consumer, about 3% higher. We had a decent show actually from a mix of consumer and IT today. So Tata Consumer and even Titan, late mover, but moved in style, 2.5% on the upside. Britannia, when we're talking consumption, also did well. And then you have, of course, the tech names, LTI, Mindtree, Infosys, some of these Wipro, some of these companies have had a pretty good session, up between 2 and 3%, depending on which stock you are looking at. Recovery in other auto stocks as well, actually. Hero Moto was on the upside. And then, of course, lots of help coming in from the banks in that last leg, half an hour. So HDFC Bank, for instance, up about 1.5% by the time we're closing. ICICI Bank putting on about 0.5% as well. SBI was the one that didn't play ball, still ending down with a cut of about 1% thereabouts, but a big move by the movers on the upside.
Well, PSU Banking Index was the only index today to end in the red. So State Bank of India under pressure, but even something like a Bank of India was down 2%. A couple of the other financials like Bandhan Bank, Canara Bank, Ujjivan Small Finance Bank, all ending with losses between 3 to 5%. But on the way up in the broader markets, Hindustan Aeronautics, steals the spotlight with an 11% up move, 40% EBITDA margin. So just piling on gains, 65% rally for HAL since the beginning of the year. Aadhar Housing Finance, 10%, one of the biggest volume movers. Oberoi Realty and railway stock. So Titagarh Rail, Ircon, Texmeco Rail, all up 6 to 10%.
Well, I think, without argument, this has been a great day. I mean, actually, even without the large caps performing, the broader markets was just absolutely going great. And of course, the large caps joined in the last 45 odd minutes of trade. So really great session, almost 200 points higher after many days, a very sort of, hesitant, down kind of sideways market that we've been in. Well, it's a wrap on this edition of Closing Bell from all of us here. It's goodbye. Thanks very much for staying with us. Markets forward, though, will pick up with all the action in just a bit from now.